guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha. If it's your first time here, also known as Healing Honey. And so today, you guys, I want to tell you some of my real life manifestation stories because I want you to know about the power of manifestation. There are so many things that we're never taught about like our powers, what we're able to do as human beings. And I have a video coming out on the origins of human beings, where we really come from, because if you've been following my journey, you know that I was raised like Catholic and Christian, and so I've only known of one story of creation, but recently I've just been learning so much new stuff, and it really makes sense as to like who we are, how we got here, and how we have so many mystical powers that are hidden from us. It just means that we're never taught about our power, so you have to discover it for yourself. You have to do your own research, educate yourself. We're in the age of information, so you have so much information at your fingertips. We're overloaded with what we can learn about life and ourselves. It's like an overload of information, so you have to focus, you have to be intentional, and if you're on this channel, I'm so happy, like I'm grateful that you're here. And so drop me a comment, let me know if you know about manifestation. How do you use manifestation in your life? Are you aware of it? Let's get into it. So you guys, manifestation, the simplest terms, is pretty much bringing something from the unseen realm to the physical realm. So it started as a thought, it started as an idea, and now it's here. You manifested it, you did it, and so we are constantly manifesting, we're constantly creating our life, and we are co-creators with the universe. So part of it is up to us of like what we want to do, what type of life we want to make for ourselves, the decisions that we make. The other part is God, is source, where it's like the power to do it and the divine timing. So in the 3D realm, manifestation takes time, like it's dense here. And so you can have a thought of something, you can want to manifest something, whatever it is. And we're co-creators. It's not instantaneous like it might be in higher dimensions. Here, it's gonna take some time, but it will manifest. And that's a promise. And that is so cool because like we're never told how powerful we are. And that what this means is that anything that you want, whether it's what you want for lunch, what you want in your career to be, like who you want to be with, or what type of life you want for yourself, how you want your body to look, just anything you can imagine, your life is yours to create. So you're a co-creator, and this makes you feel empowered to know this. Like when I learned this, I was like, wow, I'm gonna create the life that I want. I'm gonna tune everything else out. What do I want for me? Because it's possible. You simply ask and you shall receive, like in divine timing. So you have to be intentional and focused because it starts as a thought. Everything in this realm is energy. And so your thoughts are things. And shout out to you, our creators. I'm gonna link their channel down below because it is so dope. It's taught me so much about the law of attraction. You look at yourself as a magnet, okay? Your energy, your thoughts, your vibration is constantly attracting things to you, also repelling other things from you. So for example, if you don't have good thoughts about money, you're like literally repelling it. But if you're constantly having positive thoughts about money, wealth, your success, love, like you're attracting that to you. So what you think of, you attract. And the vibration that you hold, where you're vibrating, you also attract to you. You're a big old magnet, okay? So this is the law of attraction, a law of the universe. And so when we talk about manifestation, you want to focus on what it is that you want, which starts as a thought. You start thinking about it, focusing, and then the key to everything is the feeling. You start embodying the feeling that you already have it, that it's already here, and then it shows up like magic, manifestation. And obviously action as well, okay? So we don't want to forget about this. We do have to take action down here. I think in the Bible it says faith, because this is really about faith too. faith without works is dead. So you definitely have to take action, but when you have a thought to do something, you're focused on it, then you start feeling it. So you put the faith behind it. Oh, you feeling it. Oh, it's coming, it's on its way. I know it. I trust in the divine. I trust in God. It's coming to me. You know, I'm worthy of it. It's here. And then you put the action behind that. Oh, you are gonna manifest. Okay, so there are so many examples, and so today I just want to show you, like, I want to share with you a few that have happened in my life because it's really incredible. And at the same time, we have to surrender to divine timing, because it can be fast or it can take some time, but it will manifest. Like, you guys, this house that I'm living in right now, it's so crazy that I will look back in my cell phone and find photos of house inspo that I took in 2017. And it looks exactly like the house that I'm in right now. And I just did it without realizing it. So what you focus on, whether it's inspo, like, what are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding yourself? Like, what do you focus on? That's what you're gonna create. That's why you want to, like, meditate, or you wanna be in tune with yourself. Make time to do this every day, because you want to, like, take some power over your own destiny in a way. Like, try to be intentional. So be aware of what you're thinking, of what you're focusing on, and, like, try not to be distracted out here, because there's distractions at every corner. That's why I don't watch the news, because why would I want to focus my precious energy on negativity 24/7? Like, you will manifest more negativity. You will draw more negativity to you if you're focused on that stuff. So it's done intentionally, because this is spiritual warfare. So something to be aware of. The music you listen to, who you surround yourself with, the words you say, the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, it all corresponds. Like, so your life, you're co-creating it. There's no one to blame but yourself, but it's also empowering, because it's like you're in control in a way of your own life. So we want to remember this. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to make you aware that this life is very much alive. We're not the only thing alive. Like, life itself is very much alive, responding, listening, conscious, alive as well. And it's responding to you, and it's giving you what you say you want. So say it, so feel it, so think it. Good things, hopefully, right? So anyways, so you guys, I had this best friend growing up. Like, we met when we were in 7th grade, and we became two peas in a pod. We were always together, you know, best friends. And so 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, 16, for years, like, if somebody mentioned her name, my name was right after it. Someone mentioned my name, her name was right there. Our families knew each other. We met at school, and we said, oh, you know, we were 12 years old. We're like, I have to walk home today. Oh, I have to walk home. Let's walk together. And we started walking, and we realized that we lived across the street from each other. So it was just one of those soulmate things, you know, like someone that was just meant to be in my life. We became best friends. So as we started to grow up, all of our teenage years, we ended up like going to college, and in our early 20s, she ended up moving away, and we kind of just lost contact. And I didn't really know what happened. I was like, we didn't have a falling out. You know, I know she got into a relationship. She kind of just, like, fell off the map, right? And so throughout the years, I kind of just let it go. I'm just like, okay, well, life takes us in different directions. It just kind of is what it is. People grow apart, you know, life goes on. And so we just stopped talking. And people would ask me about her all the time, and like, hey, what happened to so-and-so? Where is she? Have you heard from her? We haven't heard from her. And I was like, I have no answer to tell you. Her family moved. Like, I have no way to contact her. And I would constantly search for her, like, on social media. I would look her up. Like, did something bad happen to her? I didn't know, right? Fast forward, okay, 10 years goes by. And at this point, you know, I've already accepted it, that it was just like a childhood friend, and that's it. So I don't think about her too often, but every now and again, I would have a dream, and she was there vividly. We'd be at my mom, she'd walk through the door, we'd be saying our jokes, and like, she'd show up in my dreams occasionally. Okay, so one day, last year. So it had been 10 years that we had seen each other, that we had spoken, you know, and I was I was like organizing my stuff, and I came across my yearbook from high school, and I was going through it, and I found her, you know, her passage, and I was just reminiscing, and reading it made me start crying. And I was like, how crazy, because I had had an intense dream the night before of her. Now I'm reading the thing, I'm reliving it. So like now I'm thinking about her, I'm feeling intense emotions. So it's not like a normal day where I'm just going about my life. It's like at this moment in time, I'm just feeling deeply, like now I'm crying, you know, I'm like thinking, is she okay? I'm worried, all these things. So it's like I'm focused on this person. My daughter walks in, she's like, Mommy, what's wrong? I'm like, this is my friend. She's like, okay, you know? And so anyways, I go about my day. The very next day, I log on to Facebook and I have a friend request from her. You guys, manifestation. I manifested her back into my life, like into my energy, she popped out of nowhere. It had been 10 years. I had not heard, I could not find her. And after this, focused, the dream, the crying, the feeling, but just concentrated thought, like it somehow reached her because we're all connected. I was thinking like, where is she? And then she popped up like the next day. She found me on social media and was like, popped up like add friend, you know? It's like, oh, here I am. I was in shock, like I was in shock. And so anyways, that was the first thing. Another story, I've told this one before on my channel, and I'm gonna share it because it's been like almost 2 years now, but the universe is always listening to you, responding to you, and there for you. I think that was really cool. So the second time that I remember manifesting just like crazy, I was living at my mom's, and I had already had my daughter. Me and her dad had split, and you know, in California it's expensive, so I was at my mom's house, and I had told her I'm gonna move out by a certain day. And I was working 2 jobs, I was hustling, like I was like, I gotta get this money somehow because I gotta move out, right? We had set a date that I was gonna move. And so I knew the power of manifestation, so I was writing it down. This is called scripting. You literally write it down and it will come to pass. I don't know when. There's so many times I'll look in my journal. I wrote it 3 years ago. I wrote it 4 years ago. I wrote it last week, and now it's here, you know? So I knew this about life. And so I was writing it down, like, this is the house I'm in now. I'm so grateful it all worked out. It has, you know, this amount of bedrooms, blah, 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 blah. I think I needed like $5,000, like for everything, for the deposit, like for a smooth move. And so I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I know I'm gonna get it. And so I remember driving to work every day. I just kept thinking, like, what if I get into a car accident? Like all these cars around me, like I'm on this road every day. What if I get into a car accident? Like I kept thinking it, and I was like, Sash, you have to stop. Like, you know that your thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts are things, and go out into the atmosphere. Like, you need to be cautious of this. And I knew this, but somehow it's just like this fear kept surfacing. And sure enough, you guys, like the following week, I was driving home on residential streets. I was making a left turn, and this huge, heavy Mercedes, boom, came from my car and like pretty much put my tiny little car in a tree, pretty much. No, he ended up in a tree, but he put my car from the street to the sidewalk, and it was a really crazy, horrible crash. And I was okay. Like, I was completely unharmed, a little shook up. You know, God and my angels protected me. My daughter was not in the car. I'm so grateful. We were on residential. Like, you should have been going 20 miles per hour, 25, and he was zooming past. But tell me why, when the insurance check came for my car, it was $5,500, like $5,000, like the exact amount I needed. So I did manifest $5,000, but in a crazy way. And so this is like a warning for you that you want to be clear, because yes, the universe says yes, but you want to be specific. Because if you just say, I want some money, but you're not caring how it comes to you, like, be aware. And so, yeah, be clear with your intentions, and Like, have a plan if you can, but also leave space for magic. Everything worked out, but it was just pretty crazy. Your words are powerful. I cannot say it enough. We're never taught this. People think they can just say whatever, be rapping to whatever, sing whatever, overhear whatever. It's all going your subconscious, and your life is literally playing it out. That's why you want to speak life. Speak goodness over yourself and the things that you want as well. Speak it as if it's already here. Be specific. When we talk about manifesting love, well, actually, let me tell you guys this too. The third manifestation story is actually really sweet. And once again, divine timing, right? The universe, God is hearing everything. Your mind, your heart, all of it. When I was a little girl, I had an idea in my mind of what my dream partner would look like and be like to a certain extent. I mean, as much as like a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old can really understand, right? And I just knew that I wanted him to have an accent. Like, I'm from the States, I'm from America. But I would constantly talk to my little brother in this accent all of the time, and he'd get so mad and annoyed. But I was just being silly, and I would just constantly speak in this accent. I was fascinated by it, and I just thought it was really cool. It was different from mine, and so I was thinking in my head, I never said this to a soul, but in my head, to myself, I knew like, oh, my future partner, like my dream guy is gonna have this accent, like this skin tone. I think it's so beautiful. It's rare from like where I'm living. I don't see it all the time. And like, I was like in a way afraid to tell other people because I didn't want their judgments. I didn't want them being like, what are you talking about? This is just like a thing between me and God. So I want him to be so tall, and I want him to be the skin tone. Like, isn't that so beautiful to me? And to have this perfect smile. Like, I want him to have this smile, like this is my dream guy, you know. I want him to be so smart and so kind and like all these things, right? Just not thinking that much of it, but just in the back of my mind that it was always there. Tell me why God, the universe, like once I was a grown adult, just popped this person into my reality. Like, and it was crazy because it's like, you are the person that I was thinking about when I was a little girl. I thought I made you up in my head. Like, I thought of you before you appeared. Like, I created you. I manifested you. Like, and it's just so sweet. Like, my relationship with God it's so beautiful when you recognize these things where it's like, God is on your side. God is wanting to give you what you want, and like things that are for your highest good, because sometimes we want to manifest something that we think that we want and we don't get it. And sometimes it's the universe's protection, like saying no, saying like, I have something even better for you, like meant for you. And so this is a beautiful life journey, you guys. Drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts on this video. The power of manifestation. You know, be careful of what you think, how you feel. How you feel is like the energy in motion, so it's gonna amplify and speed up the manifestation. And then of course the action, and then leave some room for magic. Like, tell the universe, like, expect miracles, and say like, universe, surprise me. Universe, I'm ready. Like, you know, have that open heart, that childlike heart, and magic will pour into your life. You're loved, you're cared for, you're divine. So I'm wishing you so much like just love and power and healing into your life. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next video.